Hey class, welcome to week 13. You know what that means? You will be heading back home next week. Next Friday is our last day of in-person classes, and then folks will be leaving campus. We'll still have class meeting, but it'll be virtual the following week for Thanksgiving week, and we'll be finishing up the semester that way. Few things I want to go over today. One, I'm glad that Brody's feeling better and that you guys are able to be back together in class. I'm sure you missed each other last week. Wanted to let you know that the college's policy is that students must meet in their class during their finals period. If you don't know when your finals are, you can look on the website under Academic Affairs and the registrar's page. It'll redirect you to PantherNet, which is our internal intranet, and you can look and see when your finals are. The final in this class is on Tuesday, December the 1st at 11 a.m. And so I will have our final culminating project will be due during that time period, and I will get that set up this week. Hope that you are working on your personal development plan. Your personal development plan has 3 pieces. The LASSE, which you took before you came to campus, the Focus, which you took in week 10, and the last piece is the Myers-Briggs type inventory that you're taking this week. Okay, so those 3 pieces enable you to put together your personal development plan. It's worth 10% of your grade, so very important, and you'll be turning that in a couple of weeks. This week in class, Brody is going to talk you through how you will declare a major. Now, some of you are thinking, hey, I let you know before I even came to Kentucky Wesleyan what I wanted my major to be. Yes, many of you indicated on your admission application what you thought you were going to major in, but many of you have changed your mind. And the college just needs to know from you personally what you've decided to major in. So Brody is going to take you to the spot on the website through the registrar's page where you can select your major, and you just need to do that. Now, I know there's one of you in class who's just changed your major in the last week. You don't need to do it, but everybody else does. Another question that's come up is, what if I want to minor in something? I know I touched on this in week 2, but I just wanted to run back through this. When you look at the academic bulletin online, so again, you go to I am a student and a list pops up, and the first thing that comes up is academic bulletin. Make sure you look at this year's. When you look at all the different majors and the requirements for those, and they're listed in alphabetical order, you can find where we have different minors. Usually a minor is 6 to 7 classes in that specific discipline. If you're strategic, you can make this much easier on yourself by looking at classes that you've already taken. Sorry, somebody very loud just drove by. Big truck, sorry. For example, if you're going to major, or if you're going to minor in history, and one of the requirements, let's say, is History 101, and you already took that as your Gen Ed requirement, awesome. You already one class toward that. So usually for a minor, again, 6 to 7 classes. If we have a minor in something, it'll be listed under that subject matter in the academic bulletin. If you have questions about a specific minor, just let me know. Wanted to remind you that I had sent out a GroupMe message on Monday letting you know that you needed to complete your Myers-Briggs type inventory before class. Now, if you're sitting there in class and you haven't done it, then I have to say, reminder, you need to be checking your email and you need to be checking your GroupMe regularly, because that is how I'm communicating with you, okay? If you've texted me and we've texted, then sometimes I'll be able to text you. Several of you have never texted me, and so I can't reach you that way. But you were supposed to have that done today for class, and that is going to help the exercise you're going to do with Brody in just a few minutes. Lastly, I wanted to mention to you that every semester the Student Success Center does a program called Study Sunday. And Study Sunday is the Sunday as finals week begins, just to make sure we're all in that same headspace of finals is about to start, we should all be studying. Normally it's a huge event where we have tons of food, a bunch of faculty bring in crock pots, and we order pizza on at about 8 o'clock on Sunday night. Unfortunately this year we can't do any of that. So what we're going to do this year is we're going to do a virtual Study Sunday. And what that's going to look like is that I emailed faculty last week and asked them if they would donate a couple of hours to students to help study on Study Sunday. A bunch of people have gotten back to me, and so I'm putting together a schedule for that. That will go out to students at the end of next week, and so you'll know on Study Sunday, which is the Sunday after Thanksgiving, what faculty will be available. And this is kind of generalized help. So for example, I think right now there are 3 of us who are English faculty who are on the schedule. Well, let's say you take English, but none of us are your teacher. It doesn't matter. Study Sunday, if someone's an English teacher, they're glad to help anybody who has questions about writing, okay? Same with math, we have that. And so know that that'll be coming out, and that's a support to students. Again, it'll all be virtual, but if you need help on Study Sunday, there will be an easily accessible place for you to go to get that help. All right, so week 13, Myers-Briggs type inventory. We're looking at who are you as a person, and we're also looking at the concept of diversity, which is something that is very much in mainstream news right now with the Black Lives Matter movement going on. With this presidential elections just happened, there's been a lot of conversations in this country about diversity and how important it is. So some of your readings this week are about diversity and getting to know yourself, and the Myers-Briggs type inventory is a really interesting tool that you can take that will give you some insight into 4 different personality preferences. And so Brody's done a little reading up on this. He is going to share his Myers-Briggs type inventory